What's up and welcome to Shark Jets. I'm Skidvis. In this video I'm going to show you how to get started using the Unity XR package for VR game development. But before we do, please make sure to hit the like and subscribe button so that you don't miss out on any of the cool stuff I've got coming up. Alright, without further ado, let's go. Okay, so here we are. The first thing we're going to do is open up an empty project. You'll want to be using Unity 2019.3 and above. I've had it work with 2019.2, but I don't think it's made for it, and it's definitely not verified on that platform. So if you've seen any of my other videos, you know that the first thing I do is install the Oculus integration asset from the asset store. But Unity is moving towards packages for everything, so the first thing we'll want to do is go into our package manager and we'll want to do a search for XR, and we'll see all the new XR and AR stuff that Unity is pumping out. So we'll want to add the XR manager. This is the base package that we'll need for any VR equipment. And then we will also need the legacy input helpers, which will give us the tracked pose driver, which basically tracks all the moving things, your head mounted display and your controllers and stuff like that. So we will install that as well. Since we're going to be dealing with the Oculus, we'll go ahead and install the Oculus XR plugin here as well. Now I know for a fact that there's an issue with this particular version of the XR plugin. Even though it's verified, there's a newer version that's not verified currently, and so I'm going to go ahead and upgrade to that one because I know it fixes the issue currently with one eye being black the whole time. And then there's one package that's actually not visible here because it's not verified. So if you go into advanced and show preview packages, you'll see some more pop up, and we'll want to install the XR Interaction Toolkit. It's in preview, it's not even version 1.0, so it's not quite ready for prime time, but we will need it for this example. Alright, now we're done installing packages, so we'll need to go into our project settings, and you'll see there's a new section down here that says XR plugin management. So if you go back into our player settings, you're going to get a notice here that Unity has detected that we're using more than one XR SDK provider. So there's one built into Unity which is going to be gone eventually, and then the one that is the package that we just installed. So let's just say okay to that, and then there's another message down here under XR settings that says it's deprecated and it will be retired in the future. But we want to go from now on to the XR plugin management, and up here it's going to have you pick a provider for your XR experience, and there are 4 currently available: the Oculus, the Magic Leap, the Mach, and the Windows XR, and I believe they're also making an OpenVR one, which I'm looking forward to. So up here in the list of plugin providers, you want to install the Oculus one, and if you didn't download the package, then this will be available to click here and install it from here as well. So now we have the Oculus loader installed. We want to go into, if we go to input helpers, it should let us know that we have that plugin installed as well. But if we go to Oculus, we need to create a settings section for it, so just click that. And this will let you change the rendering mode and things like that on the different operating systems. And then this bottom one is important. The previous version of XR that was built into Unity, it would attach itself to a camera. So as soon as you installed it, or as soon as you put on your headset and hit play, it would automatically start tracking. The new one requires a tracked pose driver to be installed on your camera. So if you were to hit play now, nothing would happen. You wouldn't be able to see your movements on the VR headset. So We're not going to deal with that right now because we're going to use a prefab that has all that taken care of. But if you're not going to use a prefab, you need to make sure to add this track pose driver to your cameras. So now that we've added all that, let's go ahead and do some setup. I'm just going to create a plane to be our ground. And I'm going to make a material just so that the ground isn't white. So I'm going to call it ground. And I'm just going to pick a color here, just some kind of dark green will be fine. And I'm going to drag that onto this plane. And then next I'm going to create a cube, just a normal little cube. And I will resize that to 0.2, 0.2, 0.2. And just set it over here to the side. The next thing, we have this new thing, and that is we have an XR item in the create menu, and it shows you all the different XR things that are part of that interaction kit or package. And we're going to use this room scale XR rig, which is going to give us everything we need for a room scale VR experience. So if you click on that, you'll see it adds this interaction manager, which is how it tracks everything. And if you click on the rig itself, you'll see there's a camera, and then the left hand and right hand are in there. So once we do that, we need to attach a script to this cube. So there is a script now available as part of this kit. If you type in XR in your search there, you'll see grab interactable. So we put that on there, and it has all these different options that we can change on there, but for now we'll just leave that alone. And we'll go ahead and put on our headset and see what that looks like. Okay, so as you can see, we've got rays extending from where our hands would be, or from the controllers. And if we look around, we should see that cube. There it is. And as you highlight it, it interacts with the object. And if you squeeze the trigger, it pulls it in, and you can go ahead and throw it down and do the same thing, swap hands, that kind of stuff. Now it's not perfect. There are some issues right off the bat. There's this clipping here with the camera. So we can fix that easily, and let's go ahead and do that. So, okay, back in Unity, we need to go to our main camera, and the issue is this right here, this clipping planes near 0.3. That's way too big a number, so we'll change that to just be a 0.01. That way you can get really close to the camera without it clipping. And just for fun, we're gonna go ahead and demonstrate how you can attach something to these hands. So I'm gonna go ahead and just create a sphere, and I will resize that to be 0.1, 0.1, 0.1, and then I'll duplicate that and drop it over on the other hand as well. Okay, so now if we go back in, we should see some Wii-like hands and have that clipping issue fixed. Okay, so as you can see, we have hand-like objects, the spheres, and if we grab this cube, you can see now we can bring it really close without it clipping until you're way too close. So that's what we want, and that is how you do that. As you can see, it's really simple to set up. There are some caveats, and like I said, it's not ready for prime time yet. It is something that Unity is focusing on, so they should have this all squared away pretty soon, and I'm looking forward to that. And that's that. If you found this video helpful, please make sure to smash the like and subscribe button to let me know that you want more of these videos. Until then, I'm Skidvis. Thanks for watching. Peace out.